Hello, my name is Jumi, and this slide shows we'll be talking about child abuse in families in Australia and some of the possible impact of child abuse on families, some of the issues that leads to this abuse, and we're going to be looking at the prevalence of child abuse in Australia. And lastly, we're going to be talking about national framework for protecting Australians' children. Talking about child abuse is any form or any behavior that harms a child. And the prevalence of child abuse in Australia is alarming and negatively impacting families and the society at large. And it can take many forms, including physical, sexual, and it could be emotional abuse. And children are raised in different environments by different families, different culture, different belief in Australia. Meanwhile, some children have been opportuned to be raised in a healthy environment and in a healthy manner. Others have been abused, neglected, and been maltreated. And a survey was conducted some years ago just to review amount of adults in Australia which have experienced sexual and physical abuse while growing up. And this shows that 2.5 million Australian adults experienced either sexual and physical abuse on their early stage. Research further highlighted some adverse effects of child abuse on families, such as reduced social skills, poor school performance, increased crime, poor physical health outcomes, mental illness, and this could also lead to impaired language ability. I'm talking about reduced social skills. This is the abilities children develop while growing up to communicate and interact with others. They might struggle to make conversation or behave in a way that turns off other people. And children who were abused while growing up tends to have reduced social skills within their socio-economic environments. And another impact of child abuse on families could be mental illness. Experiencing abuse or other trauma puts people at risk of developing mental health conditions. And this may lead to any form of mental illness. It could be psychological, psychiatric, somatic, or any forms of medical illness. This could be a severe anxiety, it could be stress, it could be fear, and this could even lead to depression, and it could even lead to irritable bowel syndrome. It could be any form of illness. And further studies find out that women experience this more than men. Most especially women who experience child abuse reported higher rates of agoraphobia. It could lead them to obsessive compulsive disorders. They may even have issues of social phobia. And this can also lead them to suicide attempts or sexual disorder compared to men. And another one would be poor school performance. Maltreated children have lower educational performance than other group of children raised without an abuse. And the survey shows a significant number of maltreated children have delayed language development, and they are great, especially in maths. And this could even lead to increased crime. Children that have been exposed to abuse or neglected may possibly end up transferring aggressive behavior towards other kids or towards others. And this may lead to increase in criminal behaviors. Maltreatment greatly increases the possibility of engaging in crime. Some children who are maltreated and exposed to a crime from home or their environment as a witness or a victim have the tendency of committing crimes, and they may even inflicting pains on others, or they themselves may become violent. Another aspect of the impacts of child abuse on families could lead to poor physical health outcome. It could be short or long time illness. And these are some of the illnesses listed here: diabetes, lung disease, malnutrition, vision problems, functional limitation. It could limit you to some activities. We could be arthritis, back problems, high blood pressure, brain injury. It could be brain damage.